guys, Joe Perez, Flipping and Lease. Today we're out here in Northern Orange County, city of La Habra. So we're gonna go here and take a look, and I hope you guys had your lunch already, because this is a home that you really need to have a strong stomach for. You're gonna see why when we get in. But once again, like I've always told you guys, the more distress the property's in, the better the deal is. This one had all kinds of distress. It has a probate issue, means people died. You're trying to figure out who gets what. Nobody was making the payments on the house. There's a foreclosure issue. So this thing was just a sandwich of problems and mistakes, which that's what guys like us, we come in and we offer value. We fix those things for them, okay? So you're gonna walk in and you're gonna see it live. Normally the people have shows about people who save a lot of things and collect a lot of things that aren't very sanitary. Usually they call them hoarders and pack rats and all that. So come on in and let's show you guys the next project. So this home had all kinds of also city violations, code enforcement issues. So one of the first things that we did is we just barely got possession of the home. We told the city, hey, we're gonna take care of the pool and the grass. The grass you can see over there, it's not even grass, it's all weeds. And 2 lawnmowers, and they can't even cut it. They're having to weed whack it, stuff so thick. And it was actually really, really high. So this is actually a pretty nice neighborhood. I can't believe that these people let it get to that. But then again, that's how certain people are, you know? So what you guys are gonna notice in this house is you're gonna say to yourself, wow, this house is like really disgusting. It's got all kinds of stuff and it's kind of crazy looking. And you're gonna be like, why is there all these chocolate sprinkles on the carpet? I just want to let you know that people that lived in here before weren't chocolate freaks. They didn't go out on some expedition sprinkling chocolate everywhere. That's actually rat poop that you're gonna see everywhere. This is actually a little bit better than we found it. There was certain documents that we've been looking for, some important documents. So we did kind of come in and try to take a look one day. So we moved some stuff around. I've got to tell you that if you look around, we've got our job cut out for us. I mean, these documents we're looking for, we think they're going to be buried in here, but it's going to take a lot of work to find these documents. And as you can see, this is how the people lived in here. If you look up on the roof, you see those lines, those black lines. Those aren't shadows. Who knows what the heck? We'll have to get rid of all this, obviously. But don't let it fool you. Don't let all this stuff fool you. There's good value in this neighborhood. Really good value. It's a really good area. We're just gonna have to get rid of a lot of stuff. And this is years and years and years of stuff. Okay, so here you go. We've got tons of junk over here. This is a walkway area to get into the kitchen. All right, so you see all this stuff. Small kitchen. We'll definitely have to expand it. Be nice to extend the kitchen over into this area. It looks like a little dark over here. Looks like something happened, you know. So here is all that. If I'm quiet right now, it's because my creative juices are just flowing like crazy. I'm trying to envision all this junk out of here, what walls need to be moved, how we can maximize the space. And it really takes a lot of thinking involved, because a place like this, there's so much stuff in here. It looks so crowded that sometimes you're thinking, I gotta drop a ton of walls and add some more windows and do this and do that to make the place look like bigger and brighter and more open. But you find out when you get rid of all this clutter, that's usually like 80% of the job right there. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't need to change anything. The home looks big enough as it is. Pretty much at this stage in the game, in case you're wondering, it was a long, lengthy process for me, you know. A lot of you guys are learning, you're new in the business, and there's basic ways you can buy homes that I'll show you guys, right? And as you progress, there's more complex ways. And the more complex way you learn to buy a home, it sets you apart from your competition. And at the same time, if it sets you apart from competition, you can solve more problems for the homeowner, then you bring more value. And in exchange, they give you a better price. This was one where some of the members of the family didn't appreciate how the current family members were living in here. They had no authority to get them out of here. That's when I stepped in and I said, well, what if I can, you know? So my attorneys and I, we got together, we brainstormed, we went to court several times, and I was successful on the last attempt to get them to agree to move out. It's called the stipulation. We stipulated with the judge that they'd move out on a certain day, you know? So this is also like a product of like a certain victory, and it's hard work, and I'm excited. Basically, it's my first time in here. This is the first time I've actually had a chance to actually see it. I've been involved in this deal for months and months, and it took a long time to get these people out of here. We never got in, never ever. Every time we came to the door, and we had all kinds of legal rights and all that, they'd only open the door this much and close it. Well, now we know why. And this is actually even better. We've actually been able to clear paths here, clear paths to walk through. You kind of actually feel bad for these people, because evidently there's some serious issues going on for somebody to live like this. It was two family members living together. This room's going to take a lot of imagination, but a lot of imagination to picture all this crap out of here. But you get the crap out of here, it's actually a pretty good sized room, At least a good thing is I had some pretty good evidence they were living like this. So, I don't always do everything well, my wife will tell you, but when it comes to my work, I'm pretty good and I'm spot on. And one of the things I made them do, because I was in court that day, I made sure that when we came to agreement, I made sure that we did a stipulation. A stipulation means an agreement with specific terms that you go and you get signed in front of the judge. And one of the things that I stipulated, in other words, that I wanted to be included, was that after they left, any furniture, any belongings left behind would be considered abandoned. And the reason why you do it is because you don't want to get stuck freaking having to hold on to this thing like a landlord when a tenant leaves, and you gotta hold it for X amount of days, and if it's worth more than 14 or 1500, whatever, you gotta do inventory so they don't sue you after it. No, I wasn't gonna go through all that stuff. So the beauty is that we have one objective here. Certain documents we're looking for, we go through it, they're not here, everything gets thrown out. So we can immediately throw everything out. So that I'm pretty happy with, because they were very confident that they'd be able to get everything out, but I knew they wouldn't. I knew that if they were living like this, there was every piece of evidence that showed that these weren't people that were responsible, that took initiative to get things done in life. So I'm glad that I did this, because wow, this would be like a lot of stuff for me to have to inventory and store somewhere else. I've got to tell you, there's people out there that do different shows, obviously, and I try to watch and observe others. I believe that everybody brings something to the table, and it's cool to learn as much as you can, right? And but I'm always a little weary of the person who all they do is show you clean homes. They get in and they fix them up, and before and after pictures. And the reason is because as you start watching my videos, you're going to find that I get a ton of hoarder homes. Right now, I think I'm working on 3 or 4 of them, And my point is that that's my reality. That's the reality that I live in. And I believe that's the reality that, should you choose to be a real estate investor and move forward, that's the reality that you're going to live in. And why is that? Because you're looking for distressed property. And the best, or some of the best distressed property scenarios you're going to come by, it's people that are hoarding. And they call them collectors or pack rats, whatever word makes you feel better, right? But the point is that these people tend to have some deep psychological issues that prevent them from really congregating with society. At the same time, part of that is paying their bills on time and being responsible with those things. So they kind of go hand in hand. So when you see me getting these things, it's not that I'm a magnet. I mean, I kind of am, but not because I choose to be. Well, I kind of do choose to be, now that I think about it, but it's not because I love dirt and trash or whatever. It's because I love good deals. Now, did a lot of people want this deal? Heck yeah. I'm in Southern California. We're very densely populated, okay? But I offered something that others couldn't offer, and what's that? I offered the other family members a complete package. I let them know, I'll handle the probate issues. I'll handle the evictions. I'll make sure to get these people. I'll lawyer up. I'll do everything out of my pocket, blah, blah, blah. But in exchange, I made sure that I would get a sweet chunk of the pie on this deal. So I want you guys to understand that this, to a certain degree, is kind of your reality. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to congregate in rat shit and everything else. You have to involve yourself with it, right? You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm already used to it. I could freaking eat a turkey sandwich in front of this stuff and it won't bug me. That's how many deals I've done, how much I've seen, But for some you guys out there and gals, okay, hey, you got a right to feel how you want. If you don't want to be part of this, fine. Get your crew and get them to clean it out, Just know though that when you find these deals, like I said in another video, this is what money smells like. You know, it's not the only way you can make money, but it's a great way to make money, because these kind of deals, like I said, if you're willing to put in the work, people will reward you and give you a really good price. Okay, I can't even tell you guys it's the worst home I've ever seen, like as far as hoarding wise. This is not even like my record. The guy had so many items in there that he hoarded himself out of the property. He no longer had access. He couldn't do anything. You had to like open the door and put your shoulder like to get it to open. So your backyard, you know, there's actually a lot of pluses here. You got the hill, little hillside. Obviously we're gonna clean that up. But here's the winner. This is actually a pretty big pool. I don't think they really make them this deep anymore. This thing looks like, I'm guessing how much water. This thing looks like it's like a 10-footer as far as the depth. Big pool, got the patio here. We can make this place look really nice. 100%, absolutely. Clean it up a little bit. It's gonna take a lot of work though. It's gonna need a lot of things replaced. I definitely have my work cut out for me here, but it's got potential. Hey, this is what you want. You know, if you get a house where you go do the walkthrough and it needs very little work, well, it's a good chance that the seller's not gonna give you a big discount. He or she might, but most likely not. It's these kind of deals where they give you the better pricing, the better deals, because they need a ton of work. Who wants to be in here knee deep in rat poop and all the other stuff? Not many people do, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. There's rat poop one day and then it'll be gone the next day. You clean it up and get rid of everything, and after that, one more asset, one more deal to plug into the pipeline. And that's what you do. You keep plugging deals in. Keep plugging deals into your machine, and hopefully you've got a machine in place. That's your contractors, your rehabbers, your designers, and your closing agents and stuff like that, and just keep plugging things in. And I'm very happy to plug this one in. So here you guys go. One more project. Still got a lot more to show you guys. I am a little concerned that I keep showing you guys projects. Hey, projects are fine and dandy. It's good you can see the reality of what I do, but at the same time, a lot of theory involved. Maybe I should make some more videos in the office explaining more and more theory and more technique, stuff like that. As a matter of fact, give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys prefer. But meanwhile, we're going to keep shooting videos, and here's just one more example of how the business works, okay? And what you can expect, what typical projects look like, hopefully, if you're doing things right. And I'm going to keep you guys posted. We're going to be working our ass off. So as soon as you guys leave, it's glove time. I'm going to go through some boxes, see what I can find, and just kind of take it from there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll keep posting some cool stuff. So if you guys like what I'm doing, if it makes sense, if it's making you guys better, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know that it's working for you guys, okay? And once again, give me any feedback, let me know if there's any questions, concerns, any things that you're dealing with out there, or any other items, all right? Other than that, you guys, thanks for watching the videos, thanks for being part of Flipping Unleashed, and I look forward to doing some more cool stuff with you guys.